It's another former stock rodder, Sean Ryder, in 21. He's had, I think, 4 seconds in his last 6 races. Still not a win. Maybe this one, Sean Ryder, Needham Market in 21. Alongside of that, one of the first drivers ever in the formula, and he really has stuck to it and had his first ever win at Ipswich last Saturday night, and certainly a star in the making, I think, this one, Steve Eaton in 113. Then we see car number 43 on the next row, another one of the Amos lads, and alongside of him, Joe Mancini in car number 19. Jacko Jackson from Beccles in car 42, and Peter Rash from Halstead in Essex in 102. Another one having what I think is his first go, car number 24 on the next row, together with Paul Huey from Ipswich in number 6. Mark Osborne from Clacton in 465, and car 39, judging by the car and colours, another one perhaps from the Mancini outfit. Then we see car 53 on the next row, and Colin Goodswen, good newcomer, in number 72. 54 is next, together with Wayne Parker, another smart car in number 40. And right at the back, Gary Reynolds, no less. Not the Gary Reynolds, the banger driver, although he is joining these shortly. This is the dad of little Carol Reynolds, the mini-stock driver. Gary Reynolds then in 345. Yellow Graders on the case to Ben, Carl Gilbert in 788, brother of Mark Gilbert, who we saw in the mini-stocks a little while back. Steve Mays in car number 30. The two Vanner boys in 225 and 125, and Frank Tillow in 56. On the far side, the Blue Graders, we've got Brent Tillow in 57 and Steve Brown in 151. Local driver Michael Mancini in number 9, and one you can't miss, 193, Scott Harrington from Wickford in Essex. Starmen led off by Fred's Pantry, the larder of 417, Fred Powell from Kings Lynn. Ronnie Emerson, the Yarmouth star in 175, and also from Yarmouth 439, Pusher Paul. Right at the back, the current national champion, top of the points in the Titch Gardner flyer as well, 500, is Bruce Wilcox. And the other one there, the one and only, the former stock rod world champion. He's been threatening to have a go in these for ages. There he is making his stock car debut this afternoon, 524, Melly Cook. So there they are. What an impressive lineup. What a good race this should be. 16 laps of the course and a trophy for the winner. May the best man win. Over to you, Mr. Starter. So the Dolphin Autos pace car leaves the raceway, and away go the stock cars. 16 laps of action ahead of us from Speedworth's newest formula, and certainly one of its best. Already a little bit of a contretemps at the end of the home straight. Fred's larder has gone round as well on the case to Ben, but no serious problems. They're off and running. Oh, a real old teeth jerker on the case to Ben for number 24. That's taken out a couple with him. Melly Cook, 524 in his first ever stock car outing, coming to considerable grief here on the home straight, finds himself well and truly wedged in with Anthony Amos and quite a good few others. They've all got time for a little chat down here at the moment, haven't they? Here come the next batch to join in the fun and games. Gary Reynolds thunders into Melly Cook, but all of a sudden the way is clear for the others. They're all safely through. The little scrimmage has sorted itself out, and Melly Cook's stock car racing career has lasted. Oh, and we've got a rollover as well. Number 6 goes over here on the home straight. Yeah, we will red them, Mr. Starter, we will red it. I think that is a very, very dangerous spot to be. In fact, if anything proved it, I think that did. So, as you saw then, dramatic moment on the home straight for driver number 6, and in the interest of his safety, the red flags come out to stop the race so he can extricate himself from what's a very, very awkward position. And there he is. Paul Huey then emerges unscathed, shaken and stirred, I don't doubt, but nevertheless, a memory I'm sure he'll remember for quite some while. First ever overturn here at Caister this season. Starter for more from the stock cars. Okay then, away they go again, the second time of asking, the stock cars off into battle. The leaders go round the pits turn, and there's more than a few going to go for a Burton over there. 21 gets tipped out of it as 290 leads them into the Caister Bend, very, very sideways. Steve Eaton in 113, rather better handling car, goes through and takes up the running. 72 just behind them, he becomes the latest one to be dispatched. So Steve Eaton then, first ever win at Ipswich last Saturday night, and he got a second and a third as well for his troubles. Oh, look at that, that's the way to do it, isn't it? You don't just drive round them when you're Steve Eaton, you go in like a ton of bricks and take your chances. It has allowed 290 though to come and draw level with him, but once again 113 has seen off his challenge, and 113 still there. 83 Eric Smith is second. Then comes Frank Tillow in 56, and then Phil Vanner in 125. Best of the big names already 500. Bruce Wilcox making very, very good progress from the back of the grid, and that is without any shadow of doubt the fastest car in the formula. Won a ton of races in the hands of Titch Gardner, and Bruce is a very good driver as well. Very much going to be the man to watch in this one, although he's having a bit of a rough ride here with the back markers down the home straight. But in the end his speed carries him through. On they go, while up at the head of the course still Steve Eaton in 113. Frank Tillow comes up to second now in 56. Then Phil Vanner in 125, and then Eric Smith in 83. And then the big danger man 500, struggling to get past number 30, but he's managed to do it. So Bruce Wilcox up to fifth now in 500. And then comes 57, Brent Tillow. On the back straight, 113, gets past the back marking 175. Not without a moment or two's worry, but he's safely through there. So Steve Eaton, 113, still has it as we reach lap number 7. And that's the second man gone. 56 has been tipped out of it on the back straight. Meanwhile, Steve continues on his way down that home straight, heading for the Caister Bend. 125, Phil Vanner second. Up to third now, 500, Bruce Wilcox. And then beyond that, 57 and 83. So the leader, still Steve, still there. Gives number 9 a bit of a treatment as he comes off that Caister Bend. He shakes off number 9, but he might pay for that as they round the pits turn. He does. Oops. Oh dear. So poor old Steve goes hard into the fence. He's come sliding out. He might get going again, but clearly any chance of winning this has gone for a Burton. 125 then still leads Phil Vanner. Here comes the second man, 500, Bruce Wilcox. They've done 10 laps. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter, for 125, Phil Vanner. Bruce Wilcox, the fastest one out there, second in 500. Is Ronnie Emerson in 175, going to perhaps do a little bit of team racing here? No, he's not. 500 is safely through, so he's now second. 57 is third, 83 is fourth, and beyond that, the rest come struggling through. So is Phil Vanner going to hold on? Can he see off the flying Wilcox? Looks very, very unlikely, doesn't it, at this stage? Steve Mays has crashed on the turnstile bend, and Wilcox has gone on the pits turn. 500 goes round, and quick car though it is, he is going to be very, very hard pushed to rescue this one. He's got going again, but 125 and 57 have now got a huge lead. Here comes 500, he's recovered for third, but it could have been so much better for him, but he's not going to crown his first appearance in this new car with a win, that's for sure, because Phil Vanna in 125 has got this one apparently sewn up, but we've seen them lost from here before. 57, 500. Then 151 in there again, a very, very consistent finisher. He currently runs fourth as Phil Vanna comes through for the last lap board. There goes Brent Tillow, second in 57. And here comes Bruce Wilcox, what might have been, but only third. So we reach the dying stages of this one. So our new stock car class, I think you'll agree with me, definitely one to watch. In 93, Phil Vanna wins it, Brent Tillow is second, and here comes Brucey, he gets third. Steve Brown comes through and gets fourth, ahead of Mark Vanna, Scott Harrington, Steve Mays. Everybody else is lapped, such as they are, so we will say red flag, Mr. Starter, please, to end race number 2, that one for the stock cars. The man who comes through to win it, very much a local star from Vanwall Homes here in Great Yarmouth, 125, Phil Vanna.